Hello friends, I'm Vicki and you're with Grammy in the Kitchen. I just picked up my Azure order. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. If you would please, could you hit that subscribe button? We would love to have you part of the Grammy family. If you find anything I show you today from my Azure haul, if you find of any value to you, if you would please give me a thumbs up. Please like this video. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so I have my Azure inventory sheet right here. It would be just easier if I just went through this list and tell you the prices that I paid today. This is for November the 3rd, 2022's pickup. So the very first item is going to be in this box right here. They do reuse boxes for like smaller items to condense the amount of boxes that you need. I had a total of 13 cases, and that includes like this 25-pound bag is considered a case, as well as a flat of tomato paste that I got. That is also considered a case, and this repackaged box is also considered a case. So we're going to start with this box right here. Starters. We get the sales flyer for the next month. I will go through here and see if there's anything that's on sale. They also have those items on their website that you can also check out their sales price. But we'll go through this and look at it, and we'll see if there's anything we need to add to our next order. Alright, so some of these things, if you saw my Azure haul for the month of September, I bought a 5-pound bag of garlic. My intentions was to plant this, but my daughter, when we went to go visit her in North Carolina, she needed some garlic, so I ended up giving her a bunch. Then I tried to order it again last month for to plant, but they were out. But they did have it this time. But this is a 5-pound bag of organic garlic bulbs. I didn't feel like doing the math, getting it from Amazon to do a price comparison, but so with that aside, this 5-pound bag was $39.90, and I'm planning on planting half of this so I can have more garlic come this next summer. And the next thing on this list were these one-piece mason jar lids. There's 12 of them in here, because I use mason jars for all my spices, and it has the 2-piece, the ring and the lid, you know, like a regular mason jar, but I want to replace them with these lids. And these were a dozen for $5.51. The same lids I could have gotten from Amazon were $7.99. So that is a markup of 31%. The next item I got was this refried beans. This is considered a case. It's a flat, and it's Eden's refried pinto beans. On Amazon, they had a different brand, and they were $4.19 a can. This came up to $2.94 a can. But their brand, it's an Amy's brand, which is also an organic brand. If I were to buy 12 of those, would have been $50.28. We paid $35.30. That was a markup of 29%. Next thing on the list is this organic Jasmine Rice. It's 25 pounds. I found a Lundberg brand on Amazon. 25 pounds was $99.97. We paid $59.10. That is a markup of 41%. Okay, the next thing on the list was these 5-gallon buckets and gamma lids. They do not sell these as a one unit. You had to buy the buckets separate. They had it where you could buy 1, 3, maybe 6, and then a dozen. And the same thing with the lids. You could buy 1 or 3, maybe they had a 6 and a dozen, I think. Don't hold me on that. So I bought 3 5-gallon buckets. And on Amazon, a set of 3 5-gallon buckets would have been $39. We paid $22.93. That is a markup of 41%. And as for the lids, for a set of 3 on Amazon was $37.99. We paid $23.58. That is a markup of 37%. Those are food grade buckets and food grade lids. So the next thing on our list is cheese. I got this Rumiano organic mozzarella cheese. They're an average of 5-pound bricks. I have 2 of those. There's a savings if you buy 2. So I always buy 2 of them when I buy it. This, if they had this exact same brand on Amazon. Theirs was considered a 6-pound brick. It's probably the same thing. You get charged according to the weight, not the item. But 6 pounds was $55.10. Pounds would have been $55.10. We got 10 pounds for $60.24. Breaking it down, that is a markup of 45%. The next thing on the list is this 50-pound bag of flour. If you saw the last video, you saw where I talked about the flour between Amazon and Azure, but we're going to talk about it here also. I found the exact same flour on Amazon, but it was a 25-pound bag, and it was $79.95. Broken down by pound, by price per pound, that's $3.19 a pound. With Azure for 50 pounds was $47.51. That's 95 cents a pound versus $3.19 a pound. That is a markup of 62%. And in this box, we have a 10-pound bag of macaroni. Last time I bought this, the last time I bought this macaroni, I bought 5 pounds. It lasted me quite some time, but every time I try to reorder it, they were always out of stock. So I says, never again. I went ahead and got 10 pounds this side. So it's an organic semolina pasta, 10 pounds. On Amazon, they had where you could buy 8 1-pound bags for $42.97. So if we would do the math to get 10 pounds, it would have been $53.71. So this same amount of pasta on Amazon would have been $53.71. We paid $21.04. That is a markup of 60%. And I got macaroni for days. Alright, so the next thing we have is an Azure Market organic rice basmati white rice. On Amazon, they had a Lundberg brand. For 25 pounds, it was $91.97. we paid $45.94 for 25 pounds. That's a markup of 50%. Alright, next on the list we have 5 pounds of carrots. For 5 pounds of organic carrots through Amazon was $27.39. We paid $6.83. That is a 75% markup. Organic diced sweet potatoes. Trying to replace some of our white potato recipes with sweet potatoes, so I went ahead and picked up 5 pounds of frozen sweet potatoes, and what I'm going to do is I will just put these in vacuum seal bags for 8 ounces and stick them in the freezer. That's the size of the cubes. They might be maybe a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, which is the perfect size for this burrito. Alright, so the sweet potatoes, I found some sweet potatoes, and I believe it was organic on Amazon, but they were 16 ounces, so that's 1 pound at $5.99. If we bought 5 pounds of those, or 5 bags of those, we would have paid $29.95 on Amazon. With Azure, it was $11.95, 60% markup. Whole case of these Stacys Tortillas. If you saw the video where I did the breakfast burrito, this is the one I used. They're 8-inch Stacys Tortillas, and there's a case, so I have 12 of these in this white box right here. There's 17 ounces a bag. Says there are 8 of them in here. They're 8-inch unbleached white flour organic. I could not find anything on Amazon close to this as organic, but we paid $42.27 for 12 of these bags. That comes up to $3.52 a bag, and they freeze beautiful. 5 bag of Cantalina beans. And the only thing I could find on Amazon was a 3-pound bag, $22.49. So if we were to do the math and come up to 25 pounds, that's $187.41. Comes up to $7.49 a pound with Amazon. We paid $76.18 for 25 pounds. That's $3.05 a pound. So we got a 5-pound bag of dry active yeast, and the only thing I could find on Amazon was those, you know, those little packages that you get at the grocery store. They have 3 packages together. So I'd had to do a lot of math for this. So those little packages were 3 packages of 0.75 ounce, so 3/4 of an ounce at $2.29. To do the math to come up to this would have been $45.80. We paid $24.60. That is a markup of 53%. 24 6-ounce cans of tomato paste. And if you're worried about how long this stuff has a shelf life, this says best if used by September 1, 2024. That is almost 2 years from now. I will go through this and no problem. But I have 24 of these little 6-ounce cans. On Amazon, they sold them in 12 6-ounce cans, so it's a half of a case, and it was $22.99. So we would have had to buy 2 of those. It would have been $46-ish. So $46 for this case on Amazon. We paid $24.60. That is a markup of 53%. And it's whole peppercorns. I just use a mortar and pestle to break this up. I do have a pepper grinder also. On Amazon, they had a 1 pound bag for $14.99. With Azure, it was $14.96. That is a markup of 3%. It's the closest, that's the only item between Amazon and Azure that the price were close together. But even then, Azure beat them up by 3 cents. I picked up this pizza pastry roller. Just thought it was cute. I get their wooden spoons and I love them. So I figured I'd pick up this pastry pizza roller. Found one on Amazon. I'm not sure if it was the same brand, but it was $6.97. We paid $4.82. That's a markup of 29%. I picked up a 6-pack of cornstarch. There's 6-ounce boxes. Actually had the same brand on Amazon, but it was one 6-ounce. So it's just one of these boxes was $9.38. So if I were to buy 6 of them, it would have been $56.28. We paid $19.55. There's a markup of 65%. Picked up 10 pounds of organic yellow onions. They're pretty big. I don't know if you can see that, but that is a pretty big onion. And it was $49.99. I believe it was organic. So $49.99 for 10 pounds of onions on Amazon. We paid $16.75. That is a markup of 66%. If you know me, you know I love my spices. This is a 1 pound bag of smoked paprika. It just looks beautiful. Look at the brilliant color. It's so gorgeous. So I found a 1 pound bag of smoked paprika on Amazon, and it was $17.24. We paid $9.90. That is a markup of 42%. And the last thing we got was 2 things of celery. This is an organic celery. I could not find anything on Amazon for celery, but we paid $3.75 for each one of these for a total of $7.50. Are you ready for the shocker? But I do want to break this down for you. On the items that I found on Amazon, was the total price would have been, and that does not include the celery, the tortillas, or the garlic, but everything else we purchased today would have been on Amazon $1,133.60. Same items, removing the celery, the tortillas, and the garlic. Removing those items, Azure price was $528.09. 46% savings. If you're like me and you want to have a stocked pantry and buy in bulk, Azure is the way. You have to pay for shipping or freight fee because it is coming from Washington to Virginia on a tractor trailer. So according to my food weight I have to pay a freight fee. And my shipping fee was $52.51. Every month that I buy, you get Azure Cash. So you get a little credit to use on the next time. You can roll it over until you get some, you can get your order for free. I just roll it over to the very next month. So the Azure Cash from my October haul, I received $17.86. So my total for everything and my shipping was $652.40. Even with the items that I cannot find on Amazon, still beats Amazon at $1,133. $1,133. Well, I just want to say thank you for watching the video today. If you enjoy seeing grocery hauls or my Azure hauls, we do this every month that I get an Azure order, and I get an Azure order every month. I encourage you to please hit that subscribe button. Please come part of the Grammy family. We would love to have you at the kitchen table. You have a wonderful day. And now I get to play Put Everything Away. But first I gotta wash these buckets and these lids so I can get these beans and rice in my storage. You have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Bye, friends.